Alright, are we live? We are playing Tsukihime Part 2! Shiki has ate food! That was last time, alright. I just finished recording a Bible reading, so that's why it's named Jesus Warp Train Incident, alright? I think that's completely fine on my part, you know? Alright, so I'm just hearing myself real quick. I think I'm fine. DVR is off on this live stream replay. Alright, stop the playback, stop the playback. Let's play to Tsukihime. Resume game. We are at this one, Memory 2. The last class of the day ends. I don't feel like going to the mansion right away, so I just blankly stare out of the window, overlooking the stool grounds. The classroom is dyed orange by the sunset. It's like red watercolor paint, and it hurts my eyes. I don't like red. I don't like red. It feels like it soaks deep into the back of my eyes, and I want to throw up. It seems I am weak against things that resemble blood. No, I should say I'm weak against blood itself. 8 years ago, I had a near-death experience. I was in an accident where I was injured in the chest, and I teetered between life and death for days. I should have died instantly, but miraculously, I survived. Maybe it's because of the great medical treatment. However, the injuries were so severe that I don't even remember the accident. I bet there's some tomfoolery about, alright? I bet there's some tomfoolery for it. 8 years ago, when I was a child, I felt a thud pass right through the middle of my chest. Then I passed out. When I woke up, I was in a hospital bed. All I could remember afterwards was the pain and the cold. I don't remember much of the incident, but even today, the scar on my chest remains. I guess numerous fragments of glass pierced my chest, leaving burn-like scars there and in my back. Actually, I was quite surprised at being saved. Ever since then, I frequently collapse from amnesia, from amnesia-like dizziness, and cause a lot of trouble for others. What's anemia? Anemia. When the blood lacks sufficient healthy red blood cells or hemoglobin to take oxygen to tissues, causing fatigue, pale skin, and shortness of breath. Amnesia. Alright. Yeah, so it's the lack of... I learned this stuff in bio... No, not amnesia itself, but about the hemoglobins. I tried to punch them later in that one day. Maybe that's why my old man believed I was unfit to be the heir to the Tono household and entrusted me to our relatives. The wound on my chest. Huh? Huge star in the middle of my chest, hidden from view by my uniform. Now that I think about it, after the accident was when I started to see those lines. I am able to forget them, thanks to the glasses that Sensei gave me. But I think I would have completely gone mad if I never met her. Teiko-san, the person who had been my mother up till now, said when I left the Tono household, wasn't normal. No problem. I'm not a normal person myself. Adjusting my crooked glasses, I pick up my bag. I can't stay in the classroom forever. Now then, hold myself and head back to the mansion. Stay in stool for a while longer. I think I'm gonna just... Actually, yeah, can we meet some other characters around here? So I step out into the hallway, I run into a familiar face. Huh? What's up, senpai? You have some business here at the second year classrooms? It's Sao. Yes. Business with a second year student, to be precise. Sao senpai approaches with a smile. Listen, I have some nice snacks here, but no one to talk to. It'll be a waste to eat them all by myself, so I came to attach an idle-looking person to talk to. Huh? Someone to talk to. But there's no one left in the classroom. It's the same with all the other classes too. You don't usually come to second year classrooms anyway, do you? You're on the lower floor, right? If she wants someone to talk to, aren't there plenty of third year classmates she could talk to? She really didn't need to come all this way up here. Shouldn't you be asking your third year classmates? Conversation would probably be better. Yes, but today I'm in the mood to talk to younger guys. Please don't ask for a reason, it's just on a whim. Well, I won't ask. I probably wouldn't be able to understand even if she told me. Senpai's smile disappears as she stares into my face. Is that serious, Fred? Are you free right now, Tono-kun? Well, if having nothing to do means I'm free, then I'm definitely free. Senpai grabs a hold of my sleeve. Well then, you are now taught. We'll still have some tea. Senpai invites me with a smile. There's no reason for me to decline the offer, and besides, it should be fun talking with Senpai. Sure, I'll come along. It's okay with you. And it's decided. Alright, let's go! Still holding my sleeve, she begins walking down the hall for a light date. Wow. Our school has a room like this? Could it be for the tea ceremony club? Yes, it's the tea ceremony club's room for now. It seems like it hasn't been used until I came though. Senpai steps into the tatami mat and starts preparations for a rattling noise. The club room, huh? If that's the case, won't the other club members be coming? It'll be bad if an outsider would come to be here, right, Senpai? It's okay. It may be the tea ceremony club, there aren't any other members except for me. Thanks to that, I can use it freely during break time and after school. Here we go. Smiling, Senpai begins spreading the cushions. Tea is tea, but looks like this is really going to be a serious tea ceremony. To be honest, I am a bit overwhelmed. Senpai, I don't have the slightest clue what to do. What are you talking about? I only know up to pouring a bit myself. With that blunt reply, Senpai put the teapot, some cups, and tea cakes onto a plate. We just don't have time for conversation, so there's no need to be so formal. It isn't any fun that way, is it? Smiling softly, Senpai pours tea into her own cup. I just don't get you, Senpai. Mumbling, I pour my own tea. I slurp some! I slurp some? That seems sometimes. Picking up the tea taker, putting it into my mouth. Now putting it in my mouth, I sip again at the tea. I was never involved with it, but the Arama family is a prominent tea ceremony family. Being raised in a household like that, I'm used to drinking tea and doing nothing. Senpai looks at me with a somewhat troubled expression. What's wrong, Senpai? You look a bit unhappy. Eh? I was just surprised about how calm you are about all of this, Tono-kun. Really? Well, my family is a strict one, so I'm used to these kinds of things. More importantly, Senpai, you have something you want to talk to me about? Yes. I haven't thanked you for this morning yet. Thought I'd take care of you for a bit like this. Senpai makes her incredulous statement with a soft smile. To take care of me? That's not how you use the phrase take care of in Japanese, Senpai. Oh, really? You mean people don't say taking care when they're showing someone hospitality in order to thank them? No, they don't. I don't think it's a mistake, exactly, but it's not quite right either. These manner-related phrases sure are difficult, aren't they? I suppose I shouldn't try to use them if I'm not familiar with them. Senpai laughs embarrassedly. No, not at all. They say manners come from the heart, after all. As long as you have the right feelings, it's just a trivial error. Senpai's eyes snap in my direction as she stares at me. Her gaze is so serious, I feel like I just became some kind of rare animal in a zoo. Senpai? Did I just say something rude? Senpai continues to stare at me. Senpai? For some reason, I feel incredibly embarrassed. It really does suit you well, Tono-kun. Being younger yet taller than me. You are impertinent. Impertinent is a behavior that is rude, disrespectful, and inappropriately forward, often failing to proper respect for authority. Not showing respect, rude. Alright. Senpai glares at me. I don't understand how her mind works at all. I'm sorry. It's kind of arrogant for me to speak like that. Yes, it was so impertinent, I was moved. She lowers her shoulders with a sigh and she sips her tea. I've become curious about you, Tono-kun. Please talk to me. It could be about anything. Senpai straightens her posture with an attitude like a teacher looking at her student. It doesn't seem like I can refuse. Well, okay, but it's not to be very interesting if we just learn to talk about me, Senpai. Senpai responds with a smile. I've got no choice. It's not like me, I suppose I have to talk to her about stool. In the end, Senpai was happy to listen to no matter what I talked to her about. I was surprised to see her get so worked up when we were talking about middle stool. Apparently, Senpai had never been on a stool trip. That sounds nice. Everyone going on a trip together, she said, her eyes twinkling. It was quite an impressive sight. At any rate, I held a one-sided conversation for an hour, but it made me rather tired. With Senpai's permission, I decided to head home. Alright, we have the street background. I walk along a different path than the one I usually take. Passing through unfamiliar streets, I slowly approach the Tono mansion. The surroundings are not completely unfamiliar. After all, I had lived there until I was 9 years old, 8 years ago. This is not the first time I have taken this path back to the mansion. My feelings are a little complex. The path home is nostalgic, yet fresh. Up until just now, I had not looked forward to returning to the Tono household. Now it doesn't seem so bad. The train... The house I lived in until now... until I was 9 years old. Right now, my sister Akiya is in that utterly un-Japanese Western-style mansion. Tono Makihisa, my old man who hated me, and the master of the Tono household, died a few days ago! My mother died from illness after Akiya was born, so the Tonos had dwindled down to me and my sister. Being the eldest son, you'd think I would stand to become the Tono heir, but I have no such privilege. To become the Tono heir means being bound by a strict upbringing. I've lost count of the number of times my father scolded me over my dislike of not being able to live freely. That was when I got involved in that accident. My body became weakened. My father saw this good opportunity to get rid of me. His reasoning was something along the lines of, someone who could die at any moment can't become the heir, even if he is the eldest son. Sadly for my father, I betrayed his expectations by making a recovery, but my sister Akiya was already deemed to be the heir to the Tono household. And so I heard that Akiya, who was already being raised harshly in order to become a proper daughter of the Tono household, received an even harsher upbringing since then. That was a long time ago. I played the death of Akiya in the mansion back before the accident. After that, I never saw her again. Apparently, Akiya tried to visit me a few times when I was first entrusted to the Aramas. Unfortunately, we were never able to meet because I had to go to the hospital every day. We completely lost contact after Akiya went to a boarding school. Unlike Akiya, I'm isolated from the main family. That's why I can live freely like this. My high school was just an average high school, and our chance of contact was pretty much zero. My old man died, and I received a word telling me to come back. To be blunt, I had no intention whatsoever of returning to the Tono house, but Akiya is at that house. When we were children, Akiya was an obedient child, always looking frightened, as if she were constantly enduring something. She would always follow close behind, her footsteps pattering behind me. She was frail, and her long black hair and fancy western clothes made her resemble a French doll. I am worried about her living all alone in that big mansion with the old man Don. But more than anything, I feel guilty after pushing all the Tono family responsibilities on her and selfishly living a free life by myself. Perhaps my acceptance to return to the mansion is like my apology to Akiya. The Tono mansion is unnecessarily big. Surrounded by iron railings, to say the entire lot is abnormally expansive, being so large that a whole elementary school could fit inside. The garden, surrounded by trees, is more like a forest. The mansion is at the heart of that forest, and there are a few other buildings separated from it. I didn't think anything of it when I was a child, but now that I have lived in an ordinary household for 8 years, the excessive size feels almost criminal. I'm going to save here. I'm going to quickly take a small break now. I've been talking for the last 14 minutes. That's the wrong Alan. Alan stream! No, it keeps muting. Okay, there we go. I'm back. That one's streamed on. Size for someone's terminal. The dates aren't locked. I push them open and head towards the mansion doors. They tower oppressively, bearing down on any visitors. Beside the iron double doors is an unmatching doorbell. Alright. Shaking off my nervousness, I press it. There isn't any affectionate ding-dong chime from the doorbell. The oppressive silence continues for a few seconds. Then, the sound of pattering footsteps behind the door indicates someone's presence. We have been waiting for you. The door opens with a shriek. Inside wait a Wabi I remembered and a young girl in an apron. Thank goodness! You're so late I was beginning to worry that you had gotten lost. I was thinking about going out to meet you if you hadn't arrived by sunset. The girl in the anachronistic? Anachronistic? Bugs! Bugs are fine. Wrong or appropriate to appear other than the one being portrayed. Anachronistic. This is to be old-fashioned, outdated. Okay, so anachronistic. Alright. No, that's I'm so taken aback by outdated mode of dress that I can't even form a proper sentence. Perhaps attributing my hesitance to distrust. The girl tilts her head a little. You're Tsukihime, aren't you? Yeah, but you have to call me Sama. You are, right? Oh, please don't say me like that. I was beginning to think I had made a mistake back there. The girl's mannerisms are like those of a mother scolding her child. But in spite of that, there's a smile on her face. It doesn't break the warm feeling about her. She wears an apron over a kimono. She comes out to greet desk and just as someone like me with Sama. This must mean she's... are you one of the maids here by any chance? The girl answers my question with nothing but a smile. Come, you must be tired. Please do come in. Akiya-sama is waiting for you in the sitting room. The girl quickly crosses the lobby and heads towards the sitting room. Turning back as if she just remembered something, she makes a bow and a full smile on her face. Welcome home, Shiki-sama. Her greeting is accompanied by her flower-like smile. I can't think of any reply, so I just follow her hesitatingly. Guided by the girl, I head to the sitting room, as if I'm seeing it for the first time. I don't know if I've forgotten about it in the last 8 years or they had refurbished it since then. Either way, it feels like someone else's house now, and it's unsettling. As I'm looking around the sitting room, the maid in the apron lowers her head in a quick bow. I brought Tsukihime with me. Well done. You may return to the kitchen, Tohaku. Thank you. It seems that maid's name is Tohaku. Tohaku-san gives a small bow as if to say farewell and leaves the sitting room. This leaves me and 2 girls I don't recognize. It's been a long time, Nii-san, says the girl with the long black hair and sharp eyes. All my thought processes stop at once. My mind goes blank. I can't think of any words of greeting. All I do is nod with, yeah. I don't think it can be helped. Yes, Akiya, that I had not seen in 8 years is not the Akiya I remember. She's completely transformed into a proper young lady of a noble family. Nii-san? The black-haired girl tilts her head slightly. Pathetically, all I can say are dumb-sounding things. My mind is turning to somersaults as I try to recognize the girl before me as Akiya. But it seems like Akiya's already recognizes me as her brother. You do not look well. Would you like to rest before we talk? Akiya throws a sharp glance in my direction. Is this just my imagination? That she looks like she's in a bad mood? Okay, before we is it supposed to be this? Wait, yeah, it's darkened as like the thing. Okay, I didn't notice until now that the images are all darkened because there's a text box over it. I didn't notice that. Oh man. Saving memory free. No, I'm alright. I was just surprised at how much you changed, Akiya. People do change over the course of 8 years, Nii-san. We're at an age of change, or do you think we would remain as we were forever? What is this? I can feel the thorns in Akiya's words. No, you definitely changed, Akiya. You become more beautiful than before. That isn't flattery, it's how I really feel. And, indeed, but you on your hand have not changed much at all. Akiya answers totally, her eyes closed. Well, I came prepared for something like this. It is as I had thought. It seems Akiya does not think well of me. You are feeling well, let's finish our conversation. You have yet to hear the details of why you were told back here, Nisa. I have heard nothing more than son come back to the mansion, though I found out the old man passed away in the papers. If the head of a major company dies, it definitely makes it in the financial papers. Word of Tono Makisa's death reached his son, Tono Shiki, via the newspaper after the funeral. Even though his relatives haven't told him, this disinherited son could pick up the news of his father's death merely by buying a 100 yen newspaper. It might be cynical of me to say so, but the world has certainly become a convenient place. I am sorry. It's my fault you didn't get the news about father. Akiya quietly lowers her head. It's alright. Either way, it's not like he would come back from the dead if I went. It's not something you should be worried about. I am sorry. It's somewhat tough to hear you say that. Akiya's face is serious. This is not a topic I care much about. No, but this is not. A funeral is a ceremony for those who cannot let go of their feelings for the deceased to achieve such detachment. For someone like me who cut off such feelings a long time ago, there is no need. Calling you back here was my idea. It would be odd for the eldest son of the Tonos to be entrusted to the Arumas forever. Now that father has passed away, the only Tonos by blood are you and I, Nisan. I don't know what father was thinking when he entrusted you to the Arumas, but he is no longer with us, so there's no longer any need for you to live with them. That's why I had you come back here. That is all well and good, but I'm quite surprised you were able to get our relatives to agree to this. Wasn't it they who came up with the idea of leaving me to the Arumas in the first place? That may be so, but now I am the head of the Tono family. I declined every one of the proposals from our relatives. I would like you to keep living here, Nisa, but this is also a place with rules. You will avoid living the overly casual lifestyle you've been leading up till now. I'm afraid that isn't going to happen, Akiya. There's no way I can go back to being some well-mannered gentleman now. That's not what... not that I want to. I will not ask more of you, but do try to. Or are you saying you're unable to do what I already have? Akiya shoots me a cold look. Feels like she's hitting me with her grudge against me for leaving her here for the last 8 years. Alright, I get it. I try my best. Akiya just stares at me, as if she doesn't quite believe me. You do not need to try, as long as you get the results. Her pose is dignified, her words merciless. Let's get back to the topic. Right now, you and I are the only ones living here. I do not care for having too many people around, so I cleared everyone out. Eh? Hold on a second, Akiya. You cleared everyone out? You don't want to you wouldn't want to run into one of our relatives in the mansion, would you, Nisan? I put off most of the servants, but there are enough for you and I, so there are no problems. Wait, no problems? You're going to get attacked at our family meeting if you do something like that. Oh, please be quiet. Rather than have the mansion overflowing with people, would you feel more relaxed with the two of us here? Ugh. Well, it's true that I would feel relaxed, but you only just become the head of the family, Akiya. If you go around abusing your powers like some kind of dictator, our relatives are not going to keep quiet. Even the old man didn't go against their opinions. Indeed. That's why I fought and trusted you to the Arumas. I, on the other hand, have despised them ever since I was a child. Bugs. I'm not going to put up with their whining any longer. Not to put up with their... Look, Akiya. Enough! Just listen! You don't have to worry about me. Please just worry about your own life from now on, Nisa. I can see it's going to be difficult for you in many ways. Akiya says sullenly, looking away a little. Now then, if there's anything you understand, ask her, Hisui. She looks at the door standing by her side. The door taught Hisui bows in expressionlessly. This is Hisui. She will be your personal maid from now on. Is that acceptable? Eh? Hold on. Personal maid? You mean, in other words, she is your servant. Akiya declares as if it were obvious. I can't believe it. Fitting in with the western side of the house, the girl in the maid outfit stands there, as if it's natural to do so. Hold on. I'm not a kid, you know. I don't need a servant. I can take care of myself. Would that include the cooking and laundry? Wait. Shiki took and do laundry? What was he being taught at the other household? What? Ki is pretty sharp at pointing these things out. At any rate, now that you return to this house, you will obey my directions. I don't know how you lived at the Arma house, but you are living at the Tono house now. Please accept everything given to you. Ugh. I can't say anything, and my eyes drift toward Hisue. As expected, Shippy looks back at me expressionlessly like a doll. Well then, Hisui, please show Nisan to his room. Yes, my lady. Hisui approaches me with a shadow-like lack of presence. I'll guide you to your room, Shiki-sama. Hisui head towards the lobby. Sighing, I head off toward the lobby as well. We enter the lobby. This mansion is split into east and west wings, with the lobby in the middle. The lobby is like the body of a bird, whose wings are the halls extending diagonally to the east and west. The wings are the halls. Each wing is about the size of a small hospital. Remember, the house is directed symmetrically, so both east and west wings have the same floor plan. The room is this way, Shiki-sama. Hisui climbs up a flight of stairs. Seems like my room is on the second floor. To think of it, the servants' rooms should be on the first floor of the west wing. That's probably where Hisui and Tokuhaku-san's rooms are. Outside, the sun has already set. The drone-maid uniform walks down the long, dimly lit hallway without a word. It kind of feels like a wonderland. Without thinking, I let my thoughts slip out. Did you say something, Shiki-sama? Hisui stops and looks back at me. No, I'm just talking to myself. Don't worry about it. After staring at me, Hisui bows and starts walking again. I guess this is what they call being at a loss for words. The room Hisui led me to is not one made for a mere high school student to live in. Is this my room? Yes. If you are displeased with it, I can arrange a different one for you. No, there's no way I should be displeased with it. It's really too fancy for me. Shiki-sama? It's fine. I'd rather use this room. Yes, this room has not been touched since 8 years ago, so I do not believe you'll find anything unsatisfactory with it. Huh? There's something a little odd about the way Hisui said that. As if she was implying this was once my room. Hey, is this by any chance my old room? That's what I have been told. Am I mistaken? Hisui inclines her head to the side slightly. I feel relieved. It seems this throat can express emotion after all. Well, it might be, now that you mention it. I do remember it faintly, so it must be so. I can't feel any sense of familiarity about this place at all. But I guess that's what it's like after you leave a place for 8 years. I can't get settled here, though. I was living in a 6.5 mat-sized room until this morning. It's like I'm staying in some high-class hotel. I understand how you feel, but please try to get used to it. From today onwards, you're the eldest son of the Tono house, Shiki-sama. You're right, and I'll do my best, so I at least look like it on the outside. With a thump, I drop my bag on the table and stretch my back. I've been feeling a little stressed out with everything that's happened so far. Yes, I don't know choice but to adjust from today onwards. Shiki-sama, all your luggage has been brought here. Is there anything more you require? No, not really. Why do you ask? There's very little delivered. Is there anything you need? I'd have it prepared, so please don't hesitate to ask. I see. No, I do not need anything more for now. I don't have much luggage to begin with. My luggage is just this bag, these glasses, and my textbooks in my bag, and a white ribbon for unidentifiable owner. What white ribbon? That's all. Anyways, you don't have to worry about the luggage. This fancy room is more than enough for me. I understand. Well then, I shall come to call you in an hour's time. An hour? For dinner, you mean? Yes. Please relax until then. As expected, Hisui says everything for an expressionless face. But even if she tells me to relax, just how am I supposed to do that here? The clock says it's 6 o'clock. Usually I'll be watching TV in the sitting room around this time, but I'm having serious doubts as to whether there's any such thing in this mansion. Hisui, I know it's kind of a true thing to ask about, but is there a television in this manor? A television? Hisui's eyes narrow slightly. I know I'm the one who asked, but it really is a stupid question. I think there's something wrong with asking the presence of a TV in a luxurious mansion like this. Hisui makes a rare troubled face and stares off into space. There's no television in the sitting room. Some of the visitors did make use of one, but when they departed, they packed it up with their luggage and took it back with them, so I do not believe there's any remaining. Hold on, visitors? Like who? For how long? relatives. The eldest son of the Sagume-sama from a branch family of the Tozaki-sama's third daughter and her fiancé, and Tishima-sama's eldest son, came to stay for close to 3 years. 3 years, huh? Isui, that's what we call freeloaders, not visitors. Isui does not reply. No matter what kind of people these freeloaders are, it seems that servants can say anything bad about them. Well, at any rate, it seems like those relatives had brought and taken back their own luggage with them. My old man hated the products of modern culture, thinking them all vulgar. There was no way he would ever watch a TV. Akiya, who has been educated by him for the last 8 years, would probably be the same. Well, it's not gonna die without one. Isui is silent. Like a perfect example for servants, Isui says nothing unless he is being asked a direct question. This is, of course, kind of depressing for me. I want to make that expressionless face break into a smile somehow, but that seems impossible with just any old half-hearted effort. Oh, there's a library on the first floor of the West Wing, wasn't there? Maybe I'll find something to read while I have some free time. Isui does not reply. She just stands there in the doorway. I can't even tell where she's looking. Isui? Isui doesn't say a word. Suddenly she looks straight at me. I believe there is one in Nisan's room. Huh? I have no idea what she's talking about. There's one of what? A television. I remember seeing one in Nisan's room. Isui says, as if she's remembering something from many years ago. Hold on, Nisan? Don't tell me you're talking about Tohaku-san. Yes. Right now the only people working at this mansion are Nisan and I. Now she mentions it, they do look alike. I couldn't just connect them as sisters because Tohaku-san is always smiling so warmly and Hisui is always expressionless. I see. Tohaku-san does look like that person who would watch those variety shows. But I balk at going at Tohaku-san's room to tell her, let me watch your TV! Sorry, just forget I ever asked. After all, I'll be living here from now on. So I have got to follow the rules of the mansion. God knows what sort of cynical comment I'd be in for from Akiya if I started watching television. I need a drink of water real quick. Whoa, what was that? Someone popped up. Was that Miku from Battleborn? I can't believe it. Seems I'll be reading a stalwart student wife, fit for a member of the Tonal family from now on. Alright, I'll be in my room until dinner, so just come and call me when it's time. You got other things to do, don't you, Hisui? Hisui nods in assent and turns around. Nods in assent? What? Wait, is there some other meaning for assent that I don't know of? No. Oh, assent. No. Have you ever approved for me to close a session? No. Suddenly opening the door, she leaves the room. Dinner takes place with Akiya and I being face to face. As it's natural here, as Isui and Tohaku-san do not eat with us, standing behind us to tend to our needs. I thought it would be natural if all 4 of us ate together, so you could say I am taught off guard by this inexpressibly tense dinner. I should mention at this point, I've totally forgotten anything related to table manners by now. Well, I do remember little pieces, but it's not like I'm a complete amateur, but humans tend to pack away unused memories into the corners of the mind. Tension was actually quite thrilling. With every one of my movements was like Akiya to raise an eyebrow. When I think about how I have to deal with this every day, though, it's really depressing. Finishing dinner, I return to my room. It's still only just past 8 at night. It's too early to sleep, so what should I do? Okay, so we save. Alright, I'll save over memory free. I'm sitting and talk with Akiya, stay in my room, watch TV in Tohaku-san's room. I don't think anything. Wait, let me just see what will happen. Will anything just happen for this? It's rest from dinner. I loosen my shoulders, so as far as I can, it drops onto the bed. Man, even dinner is hard work. Well, it's not like the knife and fork are very heavy. It's just that Akiya's days is really severe. Are you there, Tsukihime? I hear Sui's voice along with a knock at the door. Yeah, I'm here. Come in. Excuse me. Sui enters with a bow. I have time to make the bed. You may not enjoy watching it. So, would you mind relaxing in the same room for a while? No, I don't mind watching. I'll just behave myself in the corner, so go ahead and do your job without minding me. Bouncing up from the bed, I move into a corner. Hisui looks like she wants to say something, but she thinks better of it. Thinks better of it. As Sagume begins to make the bed. Hisui? Yes. What is it, Shiki-sama? Oh, you keep making the bed. There's no need for you to stand up so straight. Hisui doesn't answer. Seems like she's had a servant's hesitation drummed into her. Please, just talk to me while you work. I'm beginning to feel bad since it seems like I'm interfering with your work. If you say so, Shiki-sama, then I will comply. Hisui suddenly returns to making the bed. Is it true that the curfew here is 7? Oh yes. The main gate is locked at 7, and all the entrances to the mansion are locked at 8. It's to be locked at 8. It's ruled that one must try not to go walking around in the mansion after 10. Not even walking around in the mansion? Well, I don't know what the point with that, but isn't it that kind of harsh? Akiya and I aren't children, so I don't think you would have to go that far. Indeed. It is a rule, however, so please abide by it. You are aware of the recent disturbances at night, are you not, Shiki-sama? Yeah, that vampire thing Arihiko is talking about. Well, as long as something like that is happening, I guess it's better to be safe than sorry. Do you have any other questions? Hisui finishes spreading the sheets and turns around to face me. Let's see. I have all sorts of questions, but I know nothing about Hisui and Tohaku-san. You mind if I ask an off-topic question? Yes, what is it? I'd like to know what kind of work you and Tohaku-san do around here. I am here to serve your needs, and my sister Tohaku is to serve the lady Akiha-sama. In our spare time, we do the maintenance chores around the mansion. Is there anything more you'd like to know? To serve. That's what it is like after all. My shoulders suddenly feel heavier. It seems completely natural to Akiha when she said it, but I'm nothing more than a normal high school student. I have no interest in having a girl close to my age serving me, at least for now. By serving me, you mean your professional servant? Yes. Please do not hesitate to ask anything of me. Well, I get it. Knowing by how Akiha was talking about you, it doesn't seem like I can dismiss you, so I'll just obediently let you serve me. Is there anything in particular like? Nothing in particular, but did you stop calling me Shiki-sama? To be honest, I had chills down my back when I hear it. But Shiki-sama, you are my master. That's why I'm saying I hate. I've been living a normal life until yesterday. I have no desire to start living a life where a girl my age addresses me with Sama. I see. Hisui's response was less than enthusiastic. Just call me Shiki, and in exchange, I'll call you Hisui. Let's do away with the formalities and be more casual with each other. Still expressionless, Hisui lowers her eyebrows as if she's being troubled. But you are my employer. It's not like I'm hiring you. You're the one doing the things I can't, so you are the great one. I see. Hisui gives another unenthusiastic reply. Looks like I won't be able to talk her into it in just one day. Anyhow, that's how it is. Don't be so formal toward me. I'll be grateful if you tell that to your sister Tohaku-san too. Very well, as you say, Shiki-sama. The rest of us, Hisui bows her head. She completely failed to understand. I'll be leaving now. Please rest for tonight. Bowing, Hisui puts her hand on the doorknob. Oh, I forgot to ask something. Hold on for a second. When I put my hand on Hisui's shoulder before she leaves. In an instant, Hisui's arm pushes away my arm from incredible momentum. With a whack, she drops my hand away and leaps back. Eh? It's so sudden, it's the only thing I can say. Hisui's expressionless, but she glares at me fiercely. Did I do something wrong? I'm very sorry. Hisui's voice sounds very serious. I'm not used to being touched. Please forgive me. Hisui's shoulders are faintly trembling. I feel like I just did something very terrible. Yes, I'm sorry. I apologize without thinking. I don't understand why myself. I feel sorry for Hisui, and I lower my head. Hisui says nothing. I get the feeling her stare is taller than. You have nothing to apologize for, Shiki-sama. I am the one to blame. No, well, maybe, but I scratch my head. Hisui stares at me, pausing only to blink for a second. What was it you wanted to ask me, Shiki-sama? That's right. I stopped Hisui because I wanted to ask her something. Oh, I wanted to ask about Akiha. Doesn't she go to a boarding school? I was only doing middle school, Shiki-sama. From this year onwards, Shiki-sama has special permission to attend school from home. You mean she goes to school from here? Yes, but it's on time for her to come home before dusk, like today. Akiha-sama has practiced up until dinner, so she is always home before 7. Has to practice. Practice what? Today is Thursday. She would have had violin practice. Usually she's able to return before dinner on weekdays. So if you have anything to say to Akiya-sama, please let Nissan know after dinner. Hausui bows to say goodbye and leaves the room. Violin practice. What on earth is that? She's not some upper class lady or anything. So why should she have to do something so bothersome as... Oh wait, she is an upper class lady. Yes. So to think of it, my sister Tono Akiya is a natural born upper class lady. In my memories, she was always the obedient, ever uneasy sister, constantly following me around. As a child, she was always quiet, never having even the courage to express her own desires. She was a frail girl who would always live in fear of a stoning from our father. Yeah, people really do change after 8 years. After 8 years, I become the me I am now. Akiya has become the person she is now, too. 8 years is a long time. It's half of our lives up until now. I was absent from this mansion during that vital period where a child becomes an adult. I am sorry, Akiya. I think things would have been better if I had been with her during those 8 years. I unknowingly mumble an apology. Right, let me save here now. Left of myself, I lie on my bed. This house is from 8 years ago. No, there's no is there. Just this house from 8 years ago. My bro relative from 8 years ago. It feels like a little like they belong to someone else. I wonder what's going to happen to me now. Grumbling to no one in particular, I fell asleep. Oh, it's black screen. Woo! I hear the wave-like sound of something's voice. Woo! Something is howling. It's too sharp and high-pitched to be a stray dog. Woo! It echoes in my eardrums. Is it howling at the moon? This doesn't feel right. The beastly howling is beginning to give me a headache. It doesn't stop. Just shut up already! I wake up. I can hear the sound of a dog barking outside the window. The clock indicates it's just past 11. This is more than just a neighborhood nuisance. Damn, I can't sleep like this! The dog's howling comes from somewhere near the mansion's fence. Doesn't seem like I can go back to sleep at this rate. Even Akiya and the others wouldn't be able to sleep with a racket like this. Since I'm the only man in the house, as I got no choice but to go investigate. I think it's coming from the right side of the mansion. I open the curtains and check what's happening outside. And outside my room is a large tree. And on one of the branches is a perched Boutro. Oh! In the dark night, I can see nothing but black. Yet it's quite clear to me that the Tro is blue. I've never seen or heard of a blue Tro before. It glares at me. It feels like the eyes of the Tro are staring at me, soulless, mechanical lenses. Ah! After a yawn-like cry, it noiselessly flies off. What was that? I can feel a faint chill on my back. The howling of the dogs grow louder. It's really starting to get on my nerves. Not only is it noisy, but hearing it causes my heart to start pounding. I have an almost instinctual desire, no distaste for it. Shut up! No, when you Smoss, shut up! No, how does Smoss like the thing though? It goes, shut up! I think I've done better. Shut up! I change out my pajamas into my uniform and leave the room. I guess I read that part. Yeah, I think that's the problem when I'm reading. I sort of read too fast if I'm too invested in it. So it's always like I'm speeding through everything. Isn't that right? R7D4. Oh, let's move people quick. Okay, let me just walk them back on OBS. Oh, the howling echoes through the night. That sound is definitely coming from the right-hand side of the mansion. For some reason, my throat feels dry. The high walls stretch their way around the mansion. Turning my throat, I head towards where the dogs must be gathered. I arrive at where the howling originates. Huh? Ow! The howling doesn't stop, but there's no signs of any dogs. All there is a person. Under the light from the street light that tears apart the darkness, there's a man in a dark coat. The howling is coming from right beside him, but there's no dogs to be seen anywhere. The man in the coat is pretty tall. He has a strongly built body, and his back is facing me. My throat is so dry. Oh! The voice of the dog resounds in my ears. The night air towards itself around my skin. For no apparent reason, I have difficulty breathing and moving, as if I'm at the bottom of the sea. Gah! I try overheard. The loud flapping of its wings, the blue troll lands onto the man's shoulder. Then, suddenly the troll vanishes. Huh? Can it be an illusion? It looked like the troll disappeared into his black tote. The man in the black tote turns around. On the right, he's just like a shadow. A black lump. In the middle of that lump, only the weapon-like eyes shine out, burning with fiery intelligence. Ah, I can't breathe. But fortunately, his eyes are not even looking at me. Not here after all. The man in the blue coat leaves. The black coat leaves. When I can no longer see him, I'm able to breathe properly again. I managed to take a few breaths. I realize that the dog's howling has ceased. I return to my room. There is no sign of Akia or the others being awake. I guess I'm the only one who couldn't stand the dog's howling. Ugh! What's happening? My head still hurts. Huh? Why am I trembling? Looking down, my fingers are trembling. My entire body is shaking, and my back feels very cold. It's almost like yes, like someone ripped out my spine and replaced it with ice. I feel dizzy. Is it just unusual amnesia? I get the feeling of falling towards the floor. On the way, I see something unpleasant. Huh? Even though I'm wearing my glasses, I still see the lines. Ugh. I hadn't seen them at all for a long time, so my reaction is magnified. I feel sick. Wait, so it's like wear the glasses even in this battle? I'm guessing, yeah, you won't actually break the shower, I guess. But yeah, but how does he like clean them off then? How would he clean the glasses? Like he takes a cloth to them or towel, and then will we see the lines actually break through the glasses with the towel? I think they should have elaborated more on that, I feel like. I feel sick. With the dizziness from my amnesia, I feel like I'm about to throw up the contents of my stomach. What's going on? I don't understand. Only that as well as my eyes are open, scribbles fly everywhere across my vision. It's a bad dream. Somehow I managed to collapse into the bed. Yes, I should sleep. That's the. Oh, I'm hungry. My stomach just growled. That's the easiest way to deny what I'm seeing. My body doesn't move as I want it to. All I should do is lie here and fall fast asleep like a corpse. I think it's a good point to stop now. 15 minutes, just like last time. Second, Inversion Impulse 2. Second day, October 22nd, Friday. So I will save here at Memory 4. Return to title. So I have been Ravdium. We have completed day 1 of the Tsukihime. As translated by Mirror Moon. So, today's test R7D4. And they will now be turned off on OBS. They're gone now. So, I've been Ravdium. I am hungry and dead after I just had a instant noodles earlier today. So, I leave this here.